Well, a very good afternoon and welcome here to Lidcombe Oval, International Rugby League for you. South Africa Rhinos taking on Italy themselves. Beautiful conditions here as well. The sun is shining. The two sides are absolutely pumped and ready to rip into this one. James Preston with you for all the coverage. Great to have your company here. And two very strong squads. Let's quickly run through the Italy squad for you. It'll be Daniel Atkinson, Jack Piccirilli, Kyle Pickering, Mason Iaria, Damian Nati, Josh Natoli, Todd Sapienza, Luke Hodge, the captain, Joseph Tramontara, Anton Iaria, Alexander Miles, Ronaldo Palombo, Nicholas Lenaz, Dominic Biondi, Jack Colavati, Matthew Craparotta, Massimo Mari, and Harrison Namaz. The coach is, of course, Leo Lepifania. And here is the national anthem. Well, so there we go. The two anthems have now played. Of course, South Africa first, Italy with the second anthem there. Let's now also run through the South African lineup here. At the back, Luke de Vlie. The wings, Herschel Glasson and William Shears. In the centres, Gideon Mzembe and Riley Canning. The halves, Kobe Thomas and co-captain Cam Cryer. Up front, Co-captain, Shane Gillam. The hooker, Harry Blake and Joel Tubbs. The back row, Brad Sparrow, Ashley Bull and Aidan Perry. The bench, Jason King, Callum Gulliver Brown, Joshua Hill and Jason Smith. Their coach is Daryl Fisher. So the full complement as well. 40-minute halves here. Nice little crowd in attendance too. And even some NRL experience on show today. Of course, the fullback for Italy, Daniel Atkinson, appearing in one match earlier this year for the Cronulla Sharks. Also part of the Italy World Cup squad for the 2022 Rugby League World Cup. Quite a few players across both these sides that have been involved in that setup, looking to either play directly in the World Cup itself or in those qualifying matches. Certainly plenty of players with New South Wales Cup experience as well. For the South Africa Rhinos, the likes of Aidan Perry comes to mind, starting in that lock forward position. And we are underway here, so Italy kick us off, and South Africa, the Rhinos, will get the first charge here. They'll bring it straight off the goal line and straight into the action. Four-man tackling there from Italy. They get numbers in nice and early. Quick play the ball coming as well here. That's Joel Tubbs. He'll roll it back now. Strong start here from the Rhinos. Up and over that 20-metre mark now. Nice quick play the ball too from Perry as they float it back towards the middle. The dummy comes out. Good tackle coming in. Also, the captain, Tramontara, getting in there late as well to shut things down. Once more flowing up through the middle. A couple of plays still left in this set. They'll play it just shy of that 40-metre mark now. Straightening up and then big contact too from the Italians. Last play here for the Rhinos. A pretty good first set with ball in hand. The kick will be all important. It's supplied here from the co-captain, Cam Cryer. Plenty of height about it. And getting underneath it is Atkinson, who takes it well, stepping off the right foot and then heading back into the action. Blake shifts it on. And now losing his footing here is Piccirilli. Real speedster though. Here's Jack. He'll play it now. Around about 15 metres away from his own line. In fact, 35 that is. So the markings here at Lidcombe Oval. So the train comes past as well. Tramontara floats it back towards the middle now. Of course, we've come to see the likes of Josh Mantellato plenty of times, but with his retirement, the likes of Piccirilli and also Natai getting a little bit of a look in. And here they come now, the Italians, right up through the guts. Beautiful pass back through the middle, and Lenaz is on the spot. First try for Italy. And they will be saying arrivederci to the Rhinos' defence there. Straight up the guts and a first try for Nicholas Lenaz. So 4-0, their first foray into South African territory, and they look very sharp already. A nice little offload. Good opportunity here for the Italians to turn 4 into 6. Well, Leo would most certainly be very happy about that first piece of play there. Because Leo Lepifania, the coach, was there for the Rugby League World Cup as well. 3 matches across that tournament, 1 win in the process. He has been in charge of Italy since 2016, so it's been a nice long stint here for Leo, 7 years. And for Nicholas, real rising star, just 20 years of age, currently playing jersey flag with the Parramatta Eels. As this conversion attempt somehow is waved away from in front, and the groans ring out around Lidcombe Oval. Well, that was unexpected. So score remains 4-0. We've had just over 3 minutes of play.
Conversion unsuccessful. Italy 4, South Africa 4 minutes.
So the Rhinos yet to get through a full defensive set in this game. They've had the ball once themselves. It's a decent first set with possession. They're able to get the kick away, but they'll need to improve on that defensive measure. This one comes down and is fielded here from Natoli. Natoli, short little pass there, and then Anton Iaria, of course, who won the Ron Massey Cup with the Samaria Saints a little earlier this year. An all-star side It also featured Todd Sapienza, who'll be playing halfback here today, so a bit of an Italian connection out there in St Mary's. As Italy come on the charge once again, just shy of this 30-metre mark now. Already good metres in this set. Tramontara sends it back to the middle. They'll try and get that ball away, but a strong three-man tackle, and they wrap up the ball as well. Quick play the ball, though, as Tramontara again has a little look. Sapienza turns it on the inside and right up towards the halfway line. Good set after points. Last play here now for the Italians. Sapienza sends it long and high. Getting underneath it is Luke de Vlieg. Now, this man certainly can run. Back in 2021, he won the Gatorade Bolt as the fastest player across all the different divisions in the Queensland Cup, so he's a very quick customer. It was actually his first year of rugby league back in 2021. He hasn't actually been playing the sport for that long. Previously, focusing on hockey and cricket. He's a very, very quick customer as Gideon Nzembe out of acting half provides a little pass here, and they head up towards halfway. Once more floating that pass through the middle. Short tip on play right towards the defensive line. Last tackle now here for the Rhinos. Cryer again the man to look to. That's where they come. And he sends a floating bomb heading out towards the sideline. Very close, in fact. Nearly putting a foot on the sideline was Piccirilli. He got away from the first attempt to tackle. Still going here, Piccirilli. Just 19 years of age. A hat-trick on debut against Malta. A real flyer in this back line. As now they'll work it away with Mason Iaria, the younger brother of Anton. Tramontara sending it back to the middle now. Nice little hit up here from Pickering, I think that might have been. And he is slammed to ground here in the centre of the field. Tramontara waiting at dummy half. Little pass coming off now. Three-man tackle. Strong work over the top there as well from Shane Gillam, the co-captain for the South Africa Rhinos, as they bring it right to the line. Now Sapienza, quick hands, beautiful play here from the Italians. Now Piccirilli trying to get around them, but they scramble well. Nice cover defence there from Kobe Thomas. Last play here for the Italians. They'll set it back towards the middle. Atkinson supplies the bomb. They're all steaming through here, Italy, but Luke de Vlieg gets above them and diffuses that bomb with aplomb. Good take here for the Rhinos. Around about 6.5 minutes gone. Nice contest forming at Lidcombe Oval. Two-man tackle, including the work there of Anton Iaria over the top. Now Mzembe. He works it up towards that 30-metre mark. It's a very colourful character, Gideon Mzembe. He's appeared in a couple of major motion pictures, including Thor Ragnarok. And also now acting as a life coach, so certainly has things going his way as Cryer supplies this kick downfield. That one is taken on the full there from Nati. Nati gets it to within 10 metres of halfway, so great spot to start the set here for the Italians. And now Pickering gets them up over halfway. Tramontara now waiting at acting half. Little short pass here out to Mason Iaria. And he's put to ground. Tackle over the top there from Brad Sparrow. Once more working hard through the middle. Luke Hodge, the Roosters New South Wales Cup player. And he scored about 25 metres away from the line. Centre of the field. Tramontara sends it out to that left-hand side. Sapienza, now they release it nicely once again. Pickering had the arm free just for a moment, but they shut it down well enough. Last play here now for the Italians. They'll set it back to the middle. Sapienza brings it right to the line, puts it on the toe. Now, was that played out? Yes, it was. There's the call from the referee. No need to panic. And as a result, Miles simply dies in the tackle. So a full set here inside 30 metres. Atkinson has a little crack at them. Inside the 20 now, he plays it. Tramontara, short pass here. Iaria storming onto it out of one tackle. Another gets over the line, tries to put it on the ground. And I think he's been held up, though. Yeah, good scramble there from the Rhinos. He came very close, though, Anton Iaria. And they are threatening early here. The Italians already one try. Tramontara now for Natoli. They'll float it out again here. Now Mason Iaria inside the 10-metre mark. Still tackles up their sleeves here, Italy. Tramontara back to the middle. Natoli shows it a couple of times now. Anton Iaria for a second attempt, gets the offload away. It's a beautiful ball, and Todd Sapienza goes right underneath the sticks. A second try for Italy. And they lead 8 points to nil. A kick to come.
That try was scored by number 7.
And they're very close to keeping pace with the clock here. They are ticking along nicely, the Italians. Great to see Todd Sapienza in full flight once again. Of course, missed the last 2 seasons with injury. Back for 2023. Rewarded for great form in the Ron Massey Cup with City Origin selection. And now back into the Italian lineup as well and scoring a try. Terrific start made here from Todd Sapienza. So the kick now from directly in front of the post, 10 metres back. And Daniel Atkinson, this time no mistake. Pretty similar position to the first one that went spewing into the uprights. But after just over 10 minutes, it is 10 points to nil here. Italy with about 4 sets, and they've scored off 2 of them.
Successful by number 1, Daniel Atkinson. That brings the score to Italy 10, South Africa 0. 30 to go in the first half.
So 10-0 here. And South Africa haven't really been in Italy's half as of yet. Tries here for Todd Sapienza and Nicholas Lenaz. So another restart to come here for South Africa. They need a bit of time with the ball here. This one is taken from Natoli. Now Anton Iaria back into the thick of things. Met in a 3-man tackle. Aidan Perry, strong work, picking him up and driving him backwards. Alongside his captain, Shane Gillam. Charging hard now is Lenaz. Good run from him. Nice little footwork late at the line as well, this Tramontara. Passing right at the advantage line. Hodge up in support. Of course, he was the man that set up that second try there, bursting through the gap. Good little offload as well. And look at this for the Italians. Big meters again after points, up over halfway already. Now Sapienza with a full head of steam gets it out here for Pickering, beats the first tackle, and then they grab him around the waist and put him to ground. Last play here for Italy. Sapienza again, pulling all the strings, sends it high. Luke de Vlieg well positioned, foot just inside the field of play though, and he takes off as a result. So de Vlieg under all the pressure so far at the back. He's been up to the task. If they can somehow unleash him here, the Rhinos, so much speed he does possess. Now bring it to this left-hand side now. Good 2-man tackle in here from Italy, including Natoli. Also Iaria over the top, and those two combine once again here for the next play. And first penalty of the match here as well for South Africa. Perry takes off nice and quick with the tap and picks up 15 or so metres. So the defensive line still retreating here. And finally into enemy territory now, the Rhinos. They'll send it across. Kobe Thomas. Good tackle though from Iaria. Shut that down nice and quick. Shortened up Gillam too. Now Cam Cryer with a couple of dummies goes all the way through. Cryer with support back through the middle. It's de Vlieg, and de Vlieg is in a league of his own right there. He skips away from them and brings it around underneath the post. Great attack from the Rhinos. Their first real foray into this end of the field, and they've come up with points. Clever play from the halfback Cam Cryer. And Luke de Vlieg with his third test now, debuting, of course, last season in that 82 points to nil thrashing against Brazil. He got 2 tries on debut. And I mentioned just the speed that he does have on show there. Catching up quick smart to the break made by Cam Cryer. Good support play from de Vlieg. So now they'll have this one from right in front, and it will be Cam Cryer, the man who set that one up, to try and add the extras, and that will certainly give Daryl Fisher and co for the Rhinos a little bit of hope moving forward. It's very one-sided, the opening 10 or so minutes, but Those are promising signs here for the Rhinos. So Cam Cryer lining this one up from right in front. 10 metres out. And despite the breeze swirling around, no mistake there for Cam Cryer. 10 points to 6. And a good flow about this game so far. Only seen the one penalty in the opening 15 minutes. So the referee's really letting the action unfold. So Italy getting it back underway here. They'll float it down to this left-hand side of the field, and well taken here from the Rhinos, and then straight back into the action, looking to get over the top of Natoli. He'll play it now 20 metres away as they send it back towards the middle. Joel Tubbs. Interesting little anecdote here for Tubbs as well. The first Indigenous Australian to feature for an African side in any level of professional sport. There's a little dummy coming in here from Blake, and he's been hit hard and then rattled as he's hit the ground. The ball comes free. Strong defence from Italy. And they'll get a set here off the back of a scrum feed 40 metres away from the Rhinos line. More pressure now for South Africa. Well, they've been down here 3 times. They've come away with 2 tries so far. It's a good strike rate at the moment for Italy. Tramontara waiting at the base of the scrum. He picks it up now and sends it out to that left-hand side. Sapienza with a man floating out the back. Pass goes to ground. They dive on it here, the Italians. Just getting the bearings a little off on that occasion. It's Pickering now. Gets them back in the right direction. He's caught around about 35 metres away from the Rhinos line. Play number 2 as the dummy comes on. Big shot there as well. There was Lenaz who was hit on suspicion too. That was let go though. Midway through the count now. Sapienza takes off on the right foot. Brings it inside 20. He's caught. 2 plays left in this set as the wind really starts to pick up here at Lidcombe Oval. Tramontara. Now they bring it wider still. Here's Palumbo. Palumbo popping a little pass here for Iaria. And last play now here for the Italians. They'll float it out here for Natoli. Puts it on the toe. Nice weight about it. Atkinson coming through. Gets a touch on it. Now, I think there might have been a touch, though, as well from South Africa to knock it dead. Yes, that is the call. So goal line dropout here to come from South Africa. They'll knock it nice and long. Natoli, a little juggle, and then takes it up nicely. Here comes Iaria, bounding back into them. Good shot, though, from the South Africans. Round about 21 metres away from the line. Just to the right-hand side of the uprights. Tramontara sends it back to the middle. Lenaz here. He's caught around 15 metres away. They're set nicely. Both sides of the play the ball. They'll head out to the right this time. Quick hands here. Once again, Palumbo looking dangerous. He's caught 5 metres away. Another penalty here, this time for Italy. So 1 penalty apiece in this match. Tramontara, a little tap and go. Again, Lenaz with great foot speed. Gets very close to that try line. Dangerous customer in the locked forward position. Tramontara sends it deep. Now for Natoli. Sapienza, good ball here for Pickering. Tries to get on the inside of Mzembe. And they just capture him inside that 10-metre mark. Again with Sapienza. Floating a pass toward the middle once more. Numbers in the defence. They all swarm upon him. Set nicely to this right-hand side of the field. That's the way they come with Natoli. Shows it once and now Atkinson. What a ball that is. It's a ripping pass from Daniel Atkinson. And Pitcher really is on the spot. And the teenager collects another try. That's 4 now in 2 test match. A hat-trick against Malta. The Dapto product right on the spot. But what about the class of Daniel Atkinson? 1 NRL game to his name. Part of the World Cup squad last year. and showing every bit of that class here. Lovely face ball. So Piccirilli with a picture-perfect finish. So around 19 minutes gone here, and Italy collecting their third try. They got things going with Nicolas Lenaz, and then Todd Sapienza also getting across the line. Now Jack Piccirilli gets his name on the scorer sheet. Atkinson now with his most difficult assignment of the day from right up along the right-hand touchline. Sends it on its way. This one holding nicely. It's over the black dot. No, it's hit the black dot and comes back into play. A wry smile from Atkinson. He's hit the post from directly in front. Now he's hit the crossbar. He's got one through. The only thing that remains is the padding now, if he can somehow grubber it along. So 14 points to 6, the score remains halfway through this first half. And a change here made as well for South Africa. Joel Tubbs getting a little break here. That ball coming off the tee as well with all the wind that is floating around. It is very windy here in Lidcombe Oval. It's picked up significantly in the last 5 or so minutes. And now Cam Cryer to get them back underway. That one floating around in the breeze, a tough one for Natoli to take. He does a good job, though. And now gives it off here to Hodge, who's met front on. Strong tackle from, I think that might have been Harry Blake out there. In fact, now it's the fresh man onto the field now. So that might well be Callum Gulliver-Brown. We'll just have a little closer look here. Well, he's wearing the 15. I don't think we've got 15 on our sheet, though. So we'll try and keep you up to date with that as it comes through. Now Luke Hodge on the follow-up charge here for Italy, just shy of the halfway line. Good quick play the ball too as Tramontara takes off. And now Lenaz again, who's so eager for work, up in support once more. They'll send it wide here for Sapienza on the last. Puts it up into the skies, a tough one to take, and it's very well taken for that matter as well. Might be Herschel Glasson out there, who's done a good job. Now De Vlieg, off the left foot, picks up an extra 5 or so metres before being hit in a brick wall of a tackle from Iaria. And Nzembi is picked up and driven into the turf. Good shot there from Lenaz, the 20-year-old, making his presence known. Blake waits at acting half, sends it back to the middle now, stepping off the right foot. Good metres as well here for South Africa. Last play now for them, though. Now, come down the short side this time with Kobe Thomas, who just chips it in behind, turning Piccirilli around. Adapto Jr. collects that one pretty easily and back into the action now. So, around 23 minutes gone. 14 points to 6, 3 tries to 1 in favour of Italy. And Iaria now buffeted in that tackle. Good contact coming in from Shane Gillam. Atkinson, the fullback, getting involved, trying to get the arm free too. Had it positioned there just for a moment. Instead, Thomas wrangles him to ground. Now, Tramontara singing it to this right-hand side and up in support. Natoli had a little run. Easy picking, though, for Gillam. And now into the action for Italy is Dominic Biondi with his first run here. Last play now for the Italians. Natoli brings it up to the line, chips it into that backfield. And it's collected there from William Shears, and Shears is picked up and driven hard. Strong tackle from Natoli and Palumbo. And that one getting up a little high there, but let go on this occasion against the attempt of Alexander Miles. South Africa on the follow-up, straight through the middle now. Very slow to get up is Miles. Here's Perry, very aggressive runner and tackler for that matter. Gets them on the front foot here. Nice quick play the ball from Perry. Thomas. And then a strong collision there from the Italy defence. 16 to go in this first half. Last play here for South Africa. They'll send it nice and high. That one swirling around. A tough one for Atkinson to take. But he's right underneath it and does a good job. Tried to link up there with Piccirilli. He knows the pace that his winger does possess. And here comes Piccirilli now trying to utilise that pace to full advantage. And he's caught about 28 metres away from his own line. Tramontara back through the middle. Popping a little pass here, and they'll pick up another 7 or 8 metres. That's Pickering who plays it. Lenaz was coming out of the line, but so too Perry. And Perry's fired up. The Italians don't like it. And I must say, I watched Aidan Perry a little earlier this year in a elimination final match between Glebe and the Right Eastwood Hawks, who Perry was playing for, and he lost his marbles at the end of that match. He was just looking to put on shots with reckless abandon, was lucky not to be sent from the field in that particular game, and I think he could be in a bit of trouble here. That looked like a shoulder charge with no attempt to wrap the arms around. So you'd have to imagine most likely on report, but he could be spending a little bit of time on the sidelines. It's certainly not a send-off. But we have seen hits like this binned. Quite happy for them, though, as well, to simply say, that's enough, boys. Let's get that silly stuff out of the game. Cryer just asking the question of the referee. And that is good refereeing. So he'll leave it there. But Perry, he does get a little bit of white line fever. He'll have to be careful. So second penalty of the match here for Italy. They lead in that department, 2 penalties to 1. They tap and get back underway here off the back of the kick for the touchline. Now Tramontara, Palumbo running at them. Natoli, Sapienza pops a little pass here. The big Fen comes out as well. Good strong run here from Miles. Gets very close towards the line. Tramontara now has a look both ways, decides to take it on himself. Late offload here. Miles on the follow-up. They've got knees underneath that potential put down. They hold him up and then push him back into the field of play. Sapienza, Iaria with the big dummy. And that ball comes free. So big result here for South Africa. They were stern in defence. And they forced the issue and the error. 14 to go here in this first half. We haven't seen too much in the way of backline movements so far for South Africa. That might be something that Daryl Fisher and co touch on in the second half as we see a penalty here for the Rhinos. Their second of the match. It's been very much straight up the guts so far. And now Cryer will have the chance to find touch here. That one doesn't pick up too much meterage, only about 10 or so by the time it finds the sideline. Now with Harry Blake, who taps it and sends it off here for Nzembi. And he works it to within 35 of his own line. Sapienza in there for the tackle. Blake, short pass now, and then really rocked there was Brad Sparrow. Dominant tackle from the Italians. Through the middle, Thomas, nice little flat pass. This ball's come free though. It was a set play here for South Africa, but it was very well read by Italy. They forced the error. And another opportunity here from around that 40-metre mark with a full set. Coming inside the final 10 minutes here of this one as Italy look to make another change. Colavati up on the bench. We'll have to wait until this scrum is packed though. So Natoli to feed it. Sapienza at first receiver on that left-hand side. That's the way they go now. Turning it back towards the middle, Pickering on an angle. And he's caught 30 metres away from the Rhinos line. Tramontara popping a little pass here, a real hospital ball as well for Biondi. And as a result, he's smothered very quickly there from the Rhinos and takes a little while to get to his feet. Natoli out now for Iaria. Strong charge again. Yet to see a break so far. Antoni's been tremendous for them up front so far. Lenaz, Sapienza. Back on an angle now is Miles. Miles getting inside the 10. Still a couple of plays in this set here for the Italians. They'll float it out the back. Natoli with a little stutter step and then off the right foot. Oh, that one creeps up as well. Another penalty here in favour of Italy. 14-6, there's no real advantage to take the 2, so they'll keep the pressure on here. And Iaria now does get a bit of a rest. And into the action is Colavati. He takes that first hit up here. They'll play it nice and quick. Sapienza at the 10. Dummies once, has a little crack at them. Todd Sapienza around about 2 metres away from the line. They're set out nicely to this right-hand side. Tramontara comes that way. Lenez off the right foot. Getting close to the line. They pull him back at the last moment. Still plays in this set. Tramontara, Atkinson, now Natoli. Couple of dummies and he's picked off nicely from Kobe Thomas. Good defence there for South Africa. 10 metres shy of the line. Tramontara has a little scoot himself out of one tackle. Dabs it on the toe. De Vlieg, a bobble, picks it up. He does clean up in the end. A nervous moment for De Vlieg. But another goal line dropout here in favour of Italy. That's their second of the match. Good pressure there from the Italians. And this is now crunch time for the Rhinos. Final 10 minutes of the first half. 3 tries to 1, Italy leading 14-6. And Biondi coming straight back into them. Good contact from the Rhinos, living up to the name and charging full steam ahead. Now Palumbo out of one tackle, halfway through, still going Palumbo. He's caught about a metre shy of the line by the time he plays it. Tramontara out now for Atkinson. Quick hands here for Lenaz, who couldn't promote that footy on. He had Miles on his hip. They'll put him to ground here. 10 metres away. Sapienza takes it right to the line. Atkinson, the dummy, splits them big time, but they've called the obstruction. And it was a very quick call there. There was contact with the defensive line. South Africa survive. That would have made the task very difficult. 14-6, still well and truly game on here at Lidcombe Oval. So, sideline found here from the touch finder. And also preparing to get Jason King into the action here, the South Africans. He's up on the bench. Now tap it and get it underway here through Mzembe. Blake waiting and acting half. Floats it to the middle. Now for the run here of Gulliver Brown. And he's caught about 6 metres shy of that halfway line. Blake sends it out to that right-hand side. Cryer and Mzembe is hit big time. The head went rocking back. It looked extraordinary, especially with those dreadlocks floating about. Blake sends it to the middle. Perry, now Thomas, holds it for an eternity. Great little ball here. He pops the pass and now they're off and away down the sideline here through Shears, who somehow stays in the field of play. Piccirilli, you've got to be quick to get around him. Thomas, now for Blake. This a little more expansive here for South Africa, and that one is well and truly creeped up. Another penalty here for the South Africans. They tap and go. Perry thinks he's gone all the way through. He wasn't on the mark, though. Disappointment for Aidan Perry, but the referee, he didn't move a muscle. They've still got a full set here from this position. 7.5 to go in this first half at Lidcombe Oval. International Rugby League. Brought to you by Spot On Video Recordings. South Africa and Italy. They'll tap and get underway again here, the Rhinos. 15 metres away from the line. Two-man tackle here from Italy. Blake with a poor pass back towards the middle. It's picked up after two bounces. Easy pickings, though, in defence here for Lenaz. Blake now. Out it comes for Thomas. Thomas shows it out the back. Luke de Vlieg at pace. Trying to squeeze between Anton Iaria and Natoli. Thomas again. Blake floating a pass out. A tough one to take. It's more than tough. It's another error. And that one really was an unforced one. Was building nicely in that set there for South Africa, but unable to fire any shots against the Italians at the death. 14-6 with just over 6 minutes remaining here at Lidcombe Oval. So Tramontara feeds it. And they'll have a little break off the back of the scrum here through Atkinson, and he nearly pulled their pants down. In the end, it was his pants who was pulled down. Natoli off the right foot. Caught about 32 metres away from his own line. Tramontara now. Back through the middle. Biondi. He'll play it 42 away. Tramontara again here. Shot once more from Perry. Really flirting with danger again. That looked to be a shoulder charge. This time he escapes any punishment. As Sapienza brings it right to the line. A hand got stuck out there from South Africa. Not sure if it made contact though. Yeah, it hasn't. So the hand was outstretched from Ashley Bull. It certainly put the Italians off. But no fingertips to the ball. So full set here for South Africa. They'll play it 7 shy of the halfway line. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the first half here at Lidcombe Oval. Perry with the tip-on play. Tackle number 2 here for the Rhinos. Blake from Zembi. And he works it to within 40 metres of the opposition try line. Blake sending it back to the middle now. Cryer floats it here for Thomas. Thomas, a lovely flat floating pass. That one ruled to be okay. Tackle just creeping up a little bit. Thomas again with a lovely ball. They try and work it here for Shears. And the pass going forward though. And again, a little bit of argy-bargy between the two outfits. There is a bit of feeling in this one. There always is with international footy. Of course, South Africa are in pretty good form here. They've picked up a big win not too long ago against the Philippines. 72 points to 14 there. Back in July. Of course, Italy having taken on Malta a few weeks back. Looking to rebound from that result. So the Italians to feed the scrum here around about 30 metres away from their own line. A nice quick play here too, spreading it out to that left-hand side. They'll pick up extra metres as a result. Fast play the ball. Now Pickering straightens the attack and gets up over halfway. There's a big presence on that left-hand side. Of course, playing with the Newtown Jets, spending a lot of time in the second row. So there's a big body out in the centres. Also quite a handy goal kicker if they need one. Footwork to evade. Once again, the attempted hit there from Perry. Tramontara. Now for Lenaz. Again, great speed around the ruck. He's not the largest of lock forwards, but he's very, very quick. Now Tramontara sends it wide here for Sapienza. Puts it on the toe. Awkward bounce here for them. Sapienza gets hands to it, but he can't ground it. He knocks it on in attempting to score the try. 7 tackle restart here for de Vlieg, who gets away from the first and second tackle. De Vlieg around to third, now puts on the afterburners. Here goes Luke de Vlieg. He's got speed to burn. I don't think they'll catch him. De Vlieg puts the foot down. What a try this would end up being, but they've somehow put him into touch. What an effort from Luke de Vlieg, but the chase from Italy, they never gave up on it. It would have been one of the great international tries. But Luke de Vlieg just creeping over the sideline, metres from scoring a try. Terrific rugby league. The hot stepper, call him Inikamozo. So Italy dodge a bullet there. So that would have been massive for Daryl Fisher's men had they scored right on the stroke of half-time there. Potentially taking it to 14-12, especially when you consider the territory domination that Italy have showcased here today. So Tramontara plays it now. Nice little pass here. Popping the ball through the middle. Three-man tackle to put him to ground. Here comes Lenaz again. Arguably the best player on the field so far in this first half. He's been in everything, the 20-year-old. Natoli, good little ball here. Now Sapienza for Atkinson back to the middle. Beautiful rehearsed play. Shades of Cronk Smith and Slater there. Sapienza floats a long pass out here for Piccirilli on the last. Chips it through. Piccirilli on the chase. Tough to take here for South Africa. They simply clear it away across the sideline. So they'll get one final chance here, Italy. Certainly enough time for pretty much a full set of 6. They'll play it with 45 seconds on the clock here. Biondi, he might need just the first play here. Biondi gets him over the try line. I think he's got it down too. Yes, Dominic Biondi goes across. So first play, that's all they could withstand. And it's a 4th try here for Italy. 18 points to 6, a kick to come. And it was a simple one, really. They looked left, sent it right, and Biondi was just far too big and strong on that occasion. So Atkinson will have the chance to turn 18 into 20 as the clock ticks down here at Lidcombe Oval.
That try was scored by Dominic Biondi, brings the score to Italy 18, South Africa 6.
So Atkinson from right in front, 12 metres back. One from 2 so far today, or should I say 1 from 3. This now to make it 2 from 4. And that one just squeezes inside the left-hand uprights. That'll do us here for the first half. 20 points to 6. Italy leading South Africa. Really entertaining footy at Lidcombe Oval. Hope you're enjoying it all. We'll take a quick break, but at halftime here, Italy leading the Rhinos 20 points to 6. Welcome back here to Lidcombe Oval International Rugby League between the South Africa Rhinos and Italy. Half-time, Italy leading 20 points to 6. Quite a dominant display from the Italians, 4 tries to 1. Tries through Piccirilli, Todd Sapienza, Nicholas Lenaz, and then also, I believe, a late one there as well to Dominic Biondi. So, big prop forward off the bench, getting across the line. And the 1 try so far for South Africa through Luke de Vlieg, and he nearly scored an incredible solo try with about 2 minutes to go as well. Beating around 5 players and just caught at the death and taken across the sideline. So a very entertaining first half between these two sides. Still all to play for. But they've dominated possession and field position so far, the Italians. With a little bit more ball, could see quite an interesting second half here for South Africa. So it will be Italy that gets first use of the ball here in the second half. South Africa to get us underway. And wind also beginning to become a factor here at Lidcombe Oval, but final checks being conducted. He's blowing pretty much directly across the face of the ground, heading towards the commentary position, but South Africa, the Rhinos, get us back underway here up against Italy. Ball taken from Sapienza, and Perry coming through again, putting on a big shot. I mentioned in the first half, he's been really flirting with a fine line of danger. That one was reckless. Again, looking to put on a shot, but once more, no intention of wrapping the arms. He was pinged in the first half, pinged off the kickoff here. And there was one late in the first half too that he got away with. So terrible discipline here from Aidan Perry. I think this one might result in further punishment. He's on report, and there it is. He's in the bin as well, and I must say he deserves it. Silly play from Aidan Perry. He was never looking to make a legitimate tackle there. That was just about putting on a shot. So fiery start in this second half here. The Italians now with a numerical advantage on the field. 13 on 12. And here they come now with Pickering, who immediately decides to attack down a short side. The Newtown Jets player. He'll play it nice and quick. Mzembe makes the tackle. Sapienza providing a little short ball here for the run of Colavati. Yet to see Craparotta or Massimo Mari. Sapienza now. Out for Natoli. Palumbo provides it on here for Piccirilli. Piccirilli popping it back on the inside. Still live here for the Italians. Now try and work a quick play the ball too. Tramontara. Again Natoli. Palumbo, who's looked really dangerous out on that right-hand edge. He's gone through a couple of times. Sapienza. Once more, they'll pop a little pass in. In fact, no, the dummy comes in. It fooled everyone, certainly including myself. And they've gone all the way through the Italians. So straight away, they make South Africa pay for the ill discipline of Aidan Perry. And they pick up a 5th try. 24 points to 6, a kick to come. Wonderful work here from the South Africans. It'll be Atkinson who has another attempt here at goal. As the wind really picks up now at Lidcombe Oval. You can see that South African flag billowing in the breeze. It'll make conditions difficult for the likes of Daniel Atkinson and also Cam Cryer for South Africa, but no issues on this particular attempt. The margin now out to 20 points. Not the start to this second half that South Africa needed. So 26 points to 6. So South Africa need to start again here. Now send it long, swirling around in that breeze. Sapienza takes it just for a moment. He had a little look. And that ball goes to ground. So South Africa will get a sniff here. So South Africa to pack the scrum here, 10 metres away from the line, needing a try. They trail by 20 points. They'll send it out to this left-hand side through Thomas, then bouncing off that left foot. Caught by a couple of defenders pushing back through the middle. Really tangled up here too. Palumbo eventually off the man. And they head back toward the middle here through Jason Smith out there now. He plays it nice and quick, and again they nearly go all the way through. The ball spills out. That'll be a knock-on against South Africa here. And Italy survive. It's Kobe Thomas who went oh so close. So the margin still at 20 points. So Italy to feed the scrum here. And work it away on this left-hand side. And that pass has gone forward there from Atkinson. So another opportunity now for South Africa. So South Africa packing the scrum here. They'll feed it through Cryer. Now out to Thomas. Thomas with a flat pass here. Good tackle made, though, from Natoli. And another penalty here for South Africa. It's now their 5th of the match. They lead that department 5-3. They'll tap and get back underway once again. Tramontara over the top with the tackle. Thomas floating it out the back, getting very close to that try line once again here. South Africa set nicely to that left-hand side. That's the way they go now. Thomas with a short ball. Miles in there for the tackle for Italy. And Lenaz. Cryer. De Vlieg now set sail for the line, getting very close, but he ran behind another player. Obstruction called. And Italy don't really have to deal with too much there. Atkinson with a nice long touch finder as well. They'll start this set 35 metres away from their own line. Pickering taps and gets back underway. Picks up good metres too, 15. He'll eventually play it inside enemy territory. Sapienza, and now for Beyond Eye. Sent Rocky in that tackle. He plays it now. 38 metres away from the line. Tramontara. Strong run here coming from Colavardi. Colavardi works it to nearly 20 metres away from the line, so good metres already in this set. Tramontara at the back. Natoli bouncing off the left foot, then stepping off the right, went halfway through. 4th play now here for the Italians. Tramontara shows it. Then gives it for Sapienza. Natoli, good one-on-one tackle from the Rhinos. Last play now here for Italy. 5 metres away. Tramontara sends it here for Sapienza. Dabs it on the toe. Hits the upright. Sits there for Italy. Picked up. And Colavardi dives over. He scores another try here for Italy. 30 points to 6. Smart work as well from one of the other Italians pushing through in support. It would have been difficult to pick it up on the fly. He saw Colavardi back through the middle, left the ball for him. And now they have a 6th here, the Italians. They've started the second half much in the same fashion as they started the first.
Colavardi brings Italy to 30, South Africa 6.
So it's a real tough one now for South Africa to try and get back into this game. It will take a whole heap of effort and courage. Get back onto level peggings here. So Atkinson again from right in front. No mistake once more from Daniel Atkinson. 4 from 6 with the boot today for him. Of course, he's been playing his trade with the Newtown Jets, but originally from the Sunshine Coast. Also that one NRL game in 2023 for the Cronulla Sharks. So Cam Cryer will get them back underway here, and you'd have to imagine Daryl Fisher will have some choice words with Aidan Perry at some point in the dressing room. First tackle of the second half resulting in a sin bin, and they've scored twice now, Italy, in that time. And still, he remains on the sideline. A couple of dummies here from Sapienza, who's such a dangerous runner of the ball. He nearly went all the way through. Just pulled him down in the end, though. But good meters here after points to begin the set. It's Nati who plays it 7 metres away from the halfway line. Lenaz now promotes the footy back through the middle. And they head up over halfway, midway through the tackle count. Tramontara scheming out of acting half, picks up a good 15 or so metres. And he's caught 32 away from the South African line. They'll go deep here through Natoli. Now Palumbo has the dummy and the skip, gets the offload away. Still live here for Italy. They head back towards the middle. Atkinson out of one tackle. Again, looking for an opening. Shows it once or twice. And then struggling in the tackle. Eventually put to ground. Last one now, 25 out, and Perry is back on the field. So the full complement here for the Rhinos. They'll head short side. Palumbo puts it on the toe. Under pressure here is Shears. Shears gets to it, gets back in the field of play and does a really good job. Now beats another one. Here goes Shears out of multiple tackles. Great play there from William Shears. He's caught 28 away. Now DeFleeg on the follow-up. And he's caught 35 out from the Rhinos line. Play number 2 here for South Africa. They'll head to that left-hand side, beating a couple of tackles once again. They have looked dangerous when they've spread the ball. So far, though, they've been very up through the middle. Perry under pressure. Lenaz tries to put on the shot. A bit of payback. And he's caught just shy now of the halfway line. Thomas off the right foot. Beat the first defender halfway through, gets the offload now. Good play here from South Africa. Much better set. Last one now. Bit of miscommunication. Eventually they get the grubber away, but that's a real dog's breakfast at the end. An awful end of the set there. It was building so well. They needed a good kick on the back of it, though. Easy pickings in the end for Italy as Pickering plays this one. And now Nati crabbing across field. Works it to within 8 metres of the halfway line. So yet to see Crapperotta or any work as well from Massimo Mari here for Italy. They still haven't seen any game time as Natoli threatens to go through. Well, that could have been close to being played off the ground, but Atkinson plays on to the call, the whistle, and picks up another 10 or so metres. Tramontara now sends it to this left-hand short side. Anton Iari is back out there. Pickering with all the time in the world. He's big, he's strong, he backed his size. He knew even if there was contact, he'd be getting over the top of them. And Kyle Pickering makes it a 7th try here for Italy. It is one-way traffic. 36 points to 6. Even with the full complement, Italy cruising along to victory here.
That try was scored by Kyle Pickering. This is scored Italy 36, South Africa 6.
Great play from Italy, operating down a short side. They saw they were stripped for numbers, and instead of fanning it out where Italy themselves were set, they threw the dice and they've come up trumps. So Atkinson now from 22 metres back and about 15 in from the left-hand touchline to make this one 36 into 38. Sends it on its way. It's in. Beautiful strike from Daniel Atkinson. 6 from 8 off the boot now for Atkinson.
Conversion successful by number 1, Daniel Atkinson. Brings the score to Italy 38, South Africa 6, 25 to go.
You have to imagine as well that Leo Lepifania will be very happy with what he's seen out here so far. He's been at the helm for a long time, but this is a comprehensive performance here so far from Italy. They are out for blood here today. Swirling restart. This time no mistake from Sapienza. And he provides a pass here for Anton Iaria. And he plays it now about 15 metres away from the line. Italy once more charging up through the middle. And just haven't been able to unleash their outside backs too much here, the Rhinos. And they have managed to spread the ball. They've looked dangerous. The likes of De Vlieg, Mzembe, and also William Shears, especially in this second half, but not enough quality ball being provided. Tramontara has a little scoot now for Sapienza, out of one, tackle out of another. Still going here, Todd Sapienza. What a masterclass performance it has been. Now Tramontara chips it over the top. De Vlieg well positioned though, takes that ball, tries to split them, but he's picked up and slammed into the turf. So play number 1 inside their own 10. Great set once more after points for Italy. Pinning the Rhinos down their own end into a corner as well. So Sapienza makes the tackle here. Quick play the ball as Cryer sends it wide. Only the one man out there though, so easy picking for the Italians. As Cryer passes it here for Perry. Lenaz in there. Those two have had a running battle all game. Once more, Perry really looking to press the issue. Oh, he's got to be careful here, Perry. He's already been sin bin. It's just constantly silly stuff from him. He's got the penalty. You've just got to walk away. So they'll get the touch finder here. South Africa. And it's a good one as well. Cryer picks up big meterage. And they'll start this set from 30 away from the Italians' line. Can they put on another try here? Here comes Perry, this time a false start. And Mzembe will once more touch and go here. Perry now charging into them. Strong run there from Aiden. And continues to struggle in the tackle. He scored about 20 metres away. And Mzembe cut out on this occasion. They'll go to Cryer. Now Thomas. Double pump. De Vlieg was opening up just for a moment there for De Vlieg. They shut it down pretty well though, the Italians. And that ball now comes out as he hits the deck. Iaria once more strong in the tackle. And again, South Africa with an error. And Tramontara loves it. He's pumping up his teammates. Well, all the running with Italy. So 28 metres away from the line now as Natoli sends it on here. Pickering again with a full head of steam. Now finds a pass here for Nati, who puts it back on the inside, and Pickering is there once more. He's had a whale of a game, Kyle Pickering. Nati sets it up through the middle. Now Lenaz out of one tackle. He beats Perry. Lenaz gets the offload. It's still alive here for Italy. They'll pick it up. It's play on. Atkinson is there. Had that gone straight to hands, it would have been another try. And they're stripped for numbers out on that left-hand defensive edge. They must go that way, Italy. Tramontara sends it there. They've got to put it through the hands. Now they do. Natoli floats it. Iaria out of one tackle. Good scramble, though, from the Rhinos. 12 metres away. Natoli stepping off the left foot. Trying to squeeze between a couple of defenders. Last one now here for South Africa. If they can hold on, it'll be a mighty effort. They'll go for the crash play, and they get there. It's Anton Iaria who goes over. Another try here for Italy. They crack 40. He deserves a try too, Anton. His first stint was a massive one for them. Really got them on the front foot.
Number 10, Anton Iaria. That was the score to Italy 42, South Africa 6.
So 42-6. There's still a kick to come. Their 9th try now, Italy. South Africa hit back. At one stage, it was 14 points to 6 to Fleeg, very close to scoring himself. That could have taken it to 14-12 at half-time, but instead, all the fortune has favoured Italy, and they've just played a little bit smarter. So also about to get his first taste of action here today is Massimo Mari. Coming onto the field now in number 19. Replacing Nicholas Lenaz, who's been absolutely superb for Italy today. He's the youngest player in the squad, Massimo, just 18 years of age. So very, very quick player, and it's a like-for-like replacement. Lenaz also not the biggest in that lock-forward position, but his speed and agility through the middle has really hammered South Africa so far today. And conversion successful from Daniel Atkinson, 7 from 9 now. And just under 20 minutes to go. They've opted for the short restart here. The Rhinos holding up in the breeze too, and they claim possession here. Now South Africa straight away on the attack. Tackle made here from the Italians. Perry brings it to the line, pops a little pass. Cryer then tries to push the pass right at the line. They've left it behind, and Miles comes away with it. Zero tackle here for the Italians. Well, they've had very little ball, and it's off the back of things like that. And now Massimo Mari gets all the way through his first touch, and it's a line break. Natoli, now Palumbo. Again out of one tackle. Such a handful. The big second rower, but he's left that one behind here. Mzembe nearly away from them. He'll play the ball 20 metres away from his own line here. Hopping out of acting half now for a follow-up run. South Africa playing it now 30 away. Perry sends it back to the middle. The big step comes in. I think that's Joel Tubbs back out there now for the Rhinos. Yes, it is, and he plays it very awkwardly, but there was still a little bit of pressure over the top, and as a result, Another penalty here for South Africa. Believe it or not, they lead in that department 7-4. Unfortunately, though, it hasn't really helped them to date. 44 points to 6. It has been a case of ill discipline for South Africa in terms of holding on to the ball, and also just some very silly penalties, including a sin bin for Aidan Perry as Cryer comes across the field to Fleeg. Well read in defence, though, from Nati. As the applause rings out around the ground, it was a good read. Now Mzembe back towards the middle. Now take a settler here, Tramontara making the tackle. 20 metres away from their own line here. Perry with a full head of steam. Great tackle down low. Sapienza chopped him up big time. Trevor Gilmeister style. Now Thomas puts it on the toe. Good weight about it. Pressure coming. South Africa are on the spot, and I think they've got a try here. Yes, they do. They've collected their second. Beautiful little kick in behind the line. Lovely weight about it. And they're on the spot to put it down. So Thomas with a beautiful little kick. Just trying to see who has got hands to that ball. There was a mass of bodies.
That try was scored.
And it's through Riley Canning.
That brings the score to Italy 44, South Africa 10.
I'm not sure if it is William Shears, I must say. Unless there was headgear involved. Canning seemed to be on the spot and getting a lot of plaudits, but the ground announcer is of the belief that is William Shears. So either Shears or Canning getting across the line there. Second try here for South Africa. So a difficult attempt here for Cam Cryer. Around about 10 metres from the left-hand side of the touchline. That one is waved away, so score remains 44 points to 10. 15 minutes to go. You have to be a brave man to back them in for a comeback from this point. Basically need to score off every set and convert every try. So Italy get us back underway here at Lidcombe Oval. And charging back into them is Shane Gillam, the co-captain here for the Rhinos. Now work it to this left-hand side. A few tacklers coming in. Now Tubbs. Big fend came out, twisting away from the attempted tackle there of Mari, and once more a very, very basic error out of acting half. This time Jason King. Just hasn't been their afternoon here, South Africa. Unfortunately, they've been plagued by very simple errors pretty much from the kickoff. And now also it looks like Callum Gulliver-Brown looking to get his second stint here for the Italians. Still yet to see Matthew Craparotta for the Italians. And they get a little offload here now. Piccirilli away from one tackle. Piccirilli sets sail for the line. Oh, he's so quick. Jack Piccirilli. Picture perfect. And Piccirilli collects the second try here, following up from his hat-trick against Malta on debut in 2 test matches, 5 tries. How easy is international footy for Jack Piccirilli? 48 to 10.
Double for Jack Piccirilli. That brings the score to Italy 48, South Africa 10.
So kick to come here to bring up the half century now for Italy. A strong performance from the Italians. So 12 metres back. Just to the right-hand side of the uprights, Daniel Atkinson, the Newtown Jets player, lining this one up. And that was just individual brilliance as well from Piccirilli. There wasn't a great deal happening. Just bouncing out of a couple of tackles and then putting the afterburners on. So Atkinson pilots that one through. 50 points to 10, 12 minutes to go. Joel Tubbs, bit of a short second stint there for the Rhinos prop forward. So again, the option here for Cryer looks to be short. That is where he goes, trying to make it hold up in the breeze. It's a little bit too long, though. They arrived late in the picture there, the South Africans. 50 points to 10 in favour of Italy here. They have been on song from the get-go. 2 early tries in both halves, really setting the tone. And now they're all full of running. Strong charge here from Colavati. He plays it very quickly as well as Sapienza. It's really pulled the strings now. Provides a beautiful ball here for Miles. Miles trying to get the arm free. And he's caught around about 33 away from the Rhinos line as they step up into the passing lane and take the ball. They're off and running now, looking for the support of Mzembe. And that would have been a good foot race had they got it away. So now Hill floats it across. They'll put it on the toe here through Thomas. Storming through, looking for support. Still on the ground here. Great pickup as well for South Africa. The Rhinos will score a classic. They've got the ball to ground. They kept it on the toe through Kobe Thomas. And a great try here. Well, Kobe Thomas really turning the screws here with a couple of great kicks for their second and now third tries. So 50 points to 14. Well, at least there's a bit of a strong finish here for South Africa. It hasn't quite gone their way today, but they're not giving up.
Scored 104, Riley Canning.
Riley Canning diving on that ball. So now Cam Cryer from 10 metres back and around about 10 metres to the left-hand side of the upright has this conversion attempt. $50 points to 16 now. Third try of the match here for the South Africa Rhinos. Italy, however, still in cruise control. This one is wrapped up in terms of the result. It's just a matter of what margin now. And Atkinson to get us back underway here for Italy.
South Africa 16 with 8 to go.
And the restart here from Italy. Mzembe plays it. Now Blake back out into the thick of things here. Pops a little pass for his co-captain Shane Gillum. Gillum on the charge. 34 Queensland Cup games to his name as well for Shane. Experienced campaigner. He's been with this South African lineup since 2015 as they split them again here. Good little ball from De Vlieg. And once more it was Canning pushing through. So good second half for Riley Canning. So they work it now 40 metres away from Italy's line. Support back to the middle. Again, Thomas popping a little pass there. And that one once more goes to ground. So, geez, they've had a lot of errors here, South Africa. Poor handling. Now the scrum to pack 35 metres out. Great to have International Rugby League coming here from one of the all-time suburban grounds. Lidcombe Oval. Brings back shades of the Magpies from many a year ago as Italy feeds this one. And now Sapienza at first receiver. Again, just so threatening with ball in hand. Always holds it in two hands and just creates that bit of indecision in the minds of the defenders as Massimo Mari now comes for a little run here up through the middle. Youngest man on the field today, just 18 years of age. Anton Iaria now. The hit and spin brings it inside the 30 now. Atkinson coming forward and getting the offload. Massimo Mari once more his second hit up in this particular set. He's caught 15 metres shy of the try line, centre of the ground. Sapienza turning it here for Pickering. Pickering trying to squeeze between Gillum and Harry Blake down low. Last play now here. 5 metres away from the line. They'll work it wider still. Natoli, Palumbo with an awkward pass here. They'll go back to retrieve it. Atkinson's the man with the ball. Somehow staying alive. Gets the flick pass there for Pitcher, really, who wasn't ready for it. And then picking it up from an offside position. There's another penalty there for South Africa. Quick touch finder here too for the Rhinos. Just under 6 minutes to go. 2023 Test match rugby league here from Lidcombe Oval. Italy and South Africa. Certainly been an entertaining game so far. Final stages of this match as Thomas is rocked. Two-man tackle now from South Africa. Blake sends it back to the middle. Now Shane Gillum on the charge. He's caught just shy of that halfway line. Harry Blake sends it to the right-hand side. Cryer, a couple of dummies, and then trying to float it over the top. Fingertips to it as well here from Italy. Play on now for Glasson, and he gets out of the first attempt here of Atkinson. So zero tackle here for South Africa. Inside the 20. Cryer at first receiver. Now for Thomas. Shows it once for De Vlieg. De Vlieg, who's got oodles of pace, gets around the first attempt. Natoli comes again along with Anton. In fact, that's Mason Iaria out there. Now they work it once more here through the run of Joshua Hill. He's caught 10 metres away. Slow play the ball though. Blake out here. And now eventually turned back against the grain from Zembe. Still plays up their sleeves here, the South Africans. They'll head to that left-hand side. Gillum on the charge. Gillum around one tackle and bouncing so close but not quite over the line. Blake sends it wide. Thomas, the cutout pass. Out of a tackle. Shears is in again here. Lovely play from South Africa. They spread it from right to left. Kept promoting the footy. And they pick up their fourth try. 50 points to 20. It's a very odd score. It's a high-scoring match as well.
The try was scored by number 5, William Shears.
So 9 tries to 4. You don't see that too often in rugby league. 70 total points. Not a bad match for the neutrals whatsoever. So Cam Cryer now with the attempt at goal. 2 from 3 so far for Cam. Cryer sending it on its way, but it is waved away. The score remains 50 points to 20. 2 from 4 for Cam Cryer off the tee. He's a real sharpshooter against the Philippines on Test debut, kicking 11 from 11. And has played a little bit time in the New South Wales Cup across the Blacktown Workers Seagulls in 2019. Spent 2021 with Mounties and, of course, 2022 with St George Illawarra. Also part of the Hills Bulls and North Sydney Bears broader squads for 2023. Still just 26 years of age. South Africa bring it away from their own line now. So Gillam will play this just shy of the 20-metre mark as Gulliver Brown comes in for a run. His second stint here for the Rhinos. Thomas, now Shears, stepping back against the grain. And he's caught 30 metres away from his own line. Blake sending it here for Thomas. Once again, changing the emphasis, twisting the angle, asking a few questions of the Italian defence. Palumbo in there with the tackle alongside Mari. And Cryer pops a little pass here for Gillam. Last play now here for South Africa. Blake sends it again for Cryer, chipping it back towards the middle into no man's land. They do pick it up here with Blake. It pops out the back like an egg. And that will be a knock on though. So a change over on the last here. So there shouldn't be any need for a scrum. That should simply be a play the ball. Given it was on the last. Nonetheless, we're going to see one formed. So there must have been a hand in there at some point from the Italians, and first error, of course, coming from South Africa. That's the only reason it would be a scrum at this point. As Natoli steps up to feed it. So inside the final minute here at Lidcombe Oval. And they'll opt for an early kick here because Piccirilli can certainly scoot. Here comes Piccirilli, the foot race, puts it on the toe, picks it up again. So close to a second hat-trick in as many tests. The two speedsters neck and neck there, De Vlieg and Piccirilli. Great soccer skills from the winger, just couldn't reel it in on that final bounce. Well, all the tricks coming out of the bag here for the Italians. The final 10 seconds here. And do the Rhinos have a trick play to finish with? They'll tap it. Blake. They take a simple hit up here. They'll get one play if they can roll this one quickly. Well, there goes the siren. And this will now be the very last play. It's an awkward one here for Cryer and De Vlieg. No one can work out who wants to pick it up. Gillam picks it up. And unfortunately, that is pretty much a great summary of the day here for South Africa. It's been sloppy. A lot of errors from them. And Italy took full advantage. They were on song pretty much from the opening whistle. And they've run out big winners here today. 9 tries to 4. 50 points to 20 at Lidcombe Oval. Great to have international footy on your screens once again. And Italy will certainly keep building. The World Cup still a few years away, but results like this, music to the ears of their coach, Leo Lepafania. At full time here between Italy and South Africa at Lidcombe Oval, 50 points to 20. Hope you've enjoyed all the coverage. Brought to you by Spot On Video Recordings. My name is James Preston. It's been great to have you here with us today.